Hello, wanted to make a bit of a beginner-friendly video today to help explain some kind of overtaking in karting, how you can find opportunities to get past people, how you can defend really well and cleanly as well. So we've got an example here where I've got past two people, and then we're going to break it down along with a few others and see what I did and what we can do differently. So as we are following these two, we've got Luke in front and then Ben behind. Up through this left-hander, I'm not really close enough, but then as we go through the second part of this right, Ben makes contact with Luke and the wall. That means he's going to be slow. He goes out to the right to give Luke some space, but that means there's going to be a gap on the inside for me to try and slot into and follow Luke through. So as we get to here, I get up the inside, nice. Luke goes a bit wide on the second part, which means that the inside is open for me to go through. I take the inside. That gives me the inside for the next corner as well, because that's a left-hander. So I stick on the inside, go through, give Luke space on the outside, and because it's another left, I have the inside for that one, and I can take the corner and get through, make the two positions. A lot of this is going to be about track knowledge and like knowing where to defend and when to defend and which way the track goes. So we've got Hassan in front now at Leeds, that one was at Stockton. We go side by side through the chicane. I look for a cutback here. I'm trying to set him up for a cutback on the next one as well to try and get him out of position for this corner. So he's out of position there. I go for a cutback again, but a little bit of contact from someone behind, and that's the position not made because I missed out. So at the first corner, I take a tighter line, try and V the corner off rather than take the parabolic curve through it. That gives me a good alongside, but then because it's a right-hander now and to a left-hander, the outside is sort of a bit better. So you can see Hassan keeps the position there. I go for a cutback again, so up over the bridge. He's really pinched into the right now. He's not got much space to work with, so that's why he's got the red line. Then you can see he goes deep there, which means that when I'm trying to set up the cutback, I've sort of got a bit of a clear run to get to the inside here. But with that corner, that guy behind, that sort of ruins that one a little bit. Now, looking at how that can work out, we've got me and then we've got Harry behind, so there's Harry. I'm in the middle of the track, which we're going to come back to, so that's better for me here, really. But Harry keeps the position, he goes around the outside, which gives him more speed into this corner, which means he's going to have to go deep, which means I can go for a cutback and try to get a better exit. So there we go, I've got the better exit this time. That gives me the inside for this corner, which means that Harry's on the outside, and then as it's another left-hander coming up, that's pretty good for me. Harry a bit faster in a straight line, we go side by side under the bridge, very fun. But then as I've got the left-hander here, I take a bit more speed in than usual. That cuts off Harry's exit, gives me the position. We get onto the straight. I'm defending the inside because it's hard to get past when you are facing someone on the inside. Harry goes for the cutback though. As we go side by side into the chicane, I go a little bit wide, try to give him the position, try to go for a cutback here. That means I'm on the outside though, it means I've got a worse exit as well, so I lose two more places. Maybe I could have done something to try and follow Harry through rather than giving up the inside. You know, maybe stay in the slipstream to protect against the people behind. Always good to know what's around you when you're racing, so you're not fighting over one place and losing two more, just like I did. Now, this is a really good example of how to defend by Hassan. So you can see he's sort of going middle of the track every time. Out of that corner, middle of the track. It does mean that he's going to be slower. So again, you can see middle as we go to the bridge. So I catch up a little bit, but because he's in the middle, I've not really got enough speed to go all the way to the inside and make the move. I've also not got enough speed to go all the way to the outside and all the way around. So he goes really defensive into the middle, into the inside there. Really important to know where to defend as well. So you can see he was really aggressively inside going up to the first corner, but then all the other ones he's sort of middle of the track because it's not as much of a run, you know, you've not got as much time to make up speed, get the move done. So here he only goes to the middle because there's no way I'm going to get to the inside with that amount of a run. But on the straight, there would be enough time, so that's why he's going so aggressively inside. Here I take a bit of a different line to try and get a better run onto the straight. You can see it's kind of worked running up, but again, because he's on the inside, there's no way for me to get to the inside there, even though I could have done with a good run. So that's why he's on the inside. So really good, really clever defense. Again, as we come up and over the bridge, he goes to the middle, so he's not defending fresh air. He's not having to go super inside to defend and lose a load of speed on the inside, but he's also not leaving the door open on the inside for me to, or on the outside, either side. He's not leaving the door open on either side for me to get through. So defending all the way to the inside is sometimes good, but it's also worth trying to go sort of halfway into the track, because you see here, if he had gone to the middle, then I would have had the speed to get to the inside and get past, but that's why he defended the very inside, whereas over here he's going to go to the middle because I've not got enough speed or enough time to get all the way up alongside and on the inside because it's a shorter run. So it's really useful, like I said, it's really useful to use the middle of the track to defend sometimes, because you're not compromising too much in either direction. It's also, sometimes it's the best of both worlds, but when there's a longer run, like on the straights, defending the absolute inside is definitely better. So this is an example of using other people to help get through. So Hassan goes to the inside, that puts that guy really out of position. He's really cramped over, so he's going to have to take out a lot of speed to get round this corner. That means there's an opportunity for me to go around the outside, hoping he doesn't come across. If he doesn't, that means that I've got a better exit, better run up the straight, and as we go into the first corner, that's the position made. Using other people is a really good way to try and get past. Here's another example. Tom goes through on the last corner, catches that guy by surprise. I look to the inside as well, but I've not got quite as good of an exit, so he gets past in a straight line. I go into the first corner, try to make the move, but he's kept it around the outside, and there he goes, position maintained for him. But because I saw Tom go through on the inside at the last corner, I can try to set that up. So here I'm thinking about taking too much speed through this corner, which will give me the inside for this corner. So if I go for the dive, like I saw with Tom, because he's all the way over on the left, that's going to give me a better go. And because I've sort of compromised his run out of the corner, and I've got the inside now, that's going to give me a much better run up the straight to try and maintain the position and keep it as we run up to the first corner. So a bit of a whistle-stop tour through some overtakes and how you can use that to try and get past people. Obviously, track knowledge is going to be a really good thing to have, because if you know that you're going for the inside of a corner that's about to become the outside of the next one, maybe that's not going to be good. If you can try to put people off, so maybe don't go for a move but get in people's eye lines, or make them defend when they don't need to defend so they're losing time, or you can try to just get in their eye line a little bit so that they are aware of you and make sure that they are, I guess, making mistakes for you. That can be really good. When it comes to defense, you don't always have to defend the extreme inside. You know, you've got to think about how long the run is, how long you need to defend for. You can sometimes defend the middle, and that can be really useful. And also, again, it comes down to track knowledge a little bit, where sometimes you can allow people to get around you or to get past you briefly if that means that you can maintain the inside for the next corner, and then you can run off and, you know, keep the speed that way. Anyway, I hope this helps. Like I said, a bit more beginner friendly, try to help give some advice to people who are maybe new at karting or wanting to get a bit faster, have a bit more of a battle with their friends or whatever. So let me know if there's anything that you think would be more useful or anything that you think is good, and good luck next time you're out there. Thanks for watching.